What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is Agree to Disagree. Phillies World Series or bust. We're going to talk about it. Giddy up.
Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgazzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Welcome in, everybody. This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2D Radio. Every Sunday, we are brought to you by our doc. Make them yours, Dr. Paul Vidal. Specialized physical therapy. Locations in Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. As always, Nick Delgazzo, Greg Mlakovic, Brian Wilson. I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there, welcome in, baby. Welcome in. Another year, 2025. The baseball season's upon us. We'll get into it in a minute. The end of the show, Crumb of the week, March Madness thoughts. We'll get into our Phillies bold prediction for 2025. Season preview. That's what our whole show is based upon tonight. And right into the poll. Right into the meat and potatoes. Is World Series or bust for the Phillies this season? Agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. Most importantly, comment in, baby. Let us know. Another year. Another year should be a year full of expectations and high expectations. And where do you stand? Because it's been, a little up and down here in a weird way. Like, the ups was a World Series. You felt like you're up in an NLCS because you were, and you swandered it. And it's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride, but you sort of stay status quo with these players who, they obviously believe in and are tied to with a lot of money too. But you stay status quo in a lot of parts, and you added on to your rotation, made your rotation better. So but where do people stand? Like, I see people that are out. I don't know why you'd be out right now. It's not like we have a bunch of 40-year-olds, and I see people like, oh, talk to me in July. Well, you know what? Talk to me right off the bat, because I don't want to come out and play bad baseball either. Right? So talk to me right off the bat. I mean, it's a long season. We know it. Talk to you in July. I get it.
Let's not go to Europe this year. But we were rolling until we went to London last year. Let's not go to Europe, huh? No
Europe, yeah. But I agree to the poll. How can it not be? How can it not be World Series or bust for the Phillies? I mean, when you look at this lineup, when you talk about, I was looking at Fangraphs earlier. They have 88 wins. Okay, that's third in the NL. So that's a lot of wins in their projections. So that's right.
Over/under's higher.
Oh, I know it is.
Yeah, I know it is.
And I would probably go. I'd probably go over if the rotation's healthy, which isn't already. The Rangers hurt, but it's minor. But I would probably go over on that. But regardless of over/unders or any of that kind of stuff, which we'll get into. Okay, is it World Series or bust? Yes, it is. Completely agree. And maybe you can get it the following year. I don't know. I'm not saying your whole team's going to blow up, right? Because you're still going to have guys under contract, and guys, again, aren't going to be 40 years old yet. Guys are still going to be in the primes of their career for the most part. So it's not World Series or bust, but it's another year where Wheeler's a year older. Noel is a year older. Some of the guys that can really help you win a World Series are a year older. These bats have to come and play in October. All right? Simple as that. Not Harper, because he's came and played in October for the most part, right? But everything around them has to come and play in October. They have to.
Yeah.
Right? And they have to put it together.
Big year for JT.
A huge
big year for Trey Turner. Big year for Bryson Stott. Big year for Alec Boone.
It's a bigger year for JT because we need JT.
Absolutely.
Because he hasn't been good enough.
No, he
hasn't. Offensively, he's not been good enough. I need
full agreement.
I need a 270 year. I don't even go back 300. I know what he is, but can you pop me 20? Right? Can you bat 270? I'm not asking you to go crazy here, an MVP year. But can you give me a little resurgence? Resurgence. It's a little baby one. Right? There's a lot of guys that need big years.
He just can't strike out as much. Way too many strikeouts from JT.
But, regardless, the lineup's so loaded. His team's loaded. Right? The way Alvarado's looked in the pen, coming out of the pen just in the spring, I feel like he's starting 127. So, there's question marks in the pen a little bit, and there's things to figure out. But on paper, it's not bad. It's not great, but the rotation's really good, and the lineup's really good, and the division's really good, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of really goods going on here, but it's still World Series or bust. There's no goddamn excuses. They've been knocking on heaven's door, and it's time to bust the door open. It's time to bust it open, baby. So I agree. Anybody out there is like, oh, I disagree. You got 5 more years to do it. Like, maybe you do. I don't know. But I'm trying to win now. You got time to win now and next year. So go win me too. Right? Go make all the stupid money comments worth it. Because if you don't, what was it? It was just a good time, guys. It was a good run.
Good time, Charlie?
Yeah, but is it remembered?
We started with stupid money. The Dodgers have gone to like ludicrous money or whatever you want to call it.
Paying guys when they're in their grave.
JD money.
Yeah,
Just
the guys will be in their
unreal.
grave. Ownership will be dead in LA, and they'll still be paying Ohtani. You know what I mean? So, like, can we give some like backdoor cigar money? We'll give you cigar money 25 years down the road here. We'll give you a little thank you card. Little slide. Hey, look, this is for you. This is for you. And we're not even alive for it, but we got 2 rings out of it. Shit.
They definitely fall into that category. I mean, I don't think that's, an asinine statement or not. I mean, it's true. I mean, there's 4. They got to be in the top 6, right? Now, the problem with being in the top 6 is, 4 out of the 6 are NL teams, and then 2 in your own division. And then right now, on paper, the Dodgers are on planet Mars, all right? And that's, they're that much better than everybody else. Now, we know as baseball guys, the game's got to be played, all right? The injury bug can bite you in the ass, right? You can underperform. It happens, all right? So nobody's handing them anything. But, right now, they're on planet Mars, right? And then you got 5 other teams. There's probably like 5 other teams, 3 in the NL, all in the same division that are World Series or bust. And then you can throw in Yankees and Orioles probably, in that top 6, So the majority is in the NL.
Yeah, I would agree, especially with the Yankees injuries.
Yeah,
Phillies are currently 4th.
Yeah, I was going to say I would have them around
Dodgers, Braves, Yankees, Phillies, Mets, Astros, Orioles.
Probably because of the injuries. I got you. I didn't have the Astros in there.
I wouldn't even have the.
I don't think the Astros shocked me, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, no Cole. That's dead. That's deadly for them.
Yeah,
and
no
Gil.
Cole
And Gil.
No
Gil's out
Cole.
for 3 months.
Gil out till June.
Yep.
And Giancarlo's got no elbows. Like I don't what's going on.
And the Mets don't do much for me outside of their lineup. Their lineup's really good. In my opinion.
I think the Mets might struggle pitching. They got there was a lot of like guys pitched above their heads last year. For them,
I don't love the staff. I don't love the staff.
Our staff.
Obviously, if you get to the violin, if you get to the trumpet, if you get to the trumpet, he's good.
They never really do anything for me. It was just, they won when it counted. So, they got some bragging rights now, but they don't.
No, you're right.
They don't do anything. They don't do anything for me. They don't scare me. It doesn't mean they're not going to win. I mean, they played hard and good for them. You know what I mean? The scary team is that's not count the Dodgers. The scary team is the Braves. We know what the Braves are. And then, you can, that's like signing 2 free agents. If Strider and Acuna come back to where they were. Goodness gracious. Right? That's like,
somebody
thanks for these 2 free agents. Holy shit.
Yeah, and they lose Freed, but the way that the Braves are, someone will pitch great for them. Yeah. You guarantee it. It'll be like Grant Holmes or some shit. He'll have a great year.
Yeah.
And they just signed Verdugo. He'll somehow come out and burn us in one series.
I don't think Sale will be as good as last year. He was amazing, and he's 37. He's got to go back down. But like Sweep said, you get Acuna back, you get Strider back, and granted, Strider looks like he's ahead of schedule. Obviously, through the other day, he struck out 7 and 4, less than a full year recovered. So, I mean, I would expect him to be good.
Yeah, their lineups are awesome.
Braves are an issue.
Yeah, because their lineup's awesome, right? They added Profar, Michael, we know their outfield is
Michael Harris, good player.
Acuna.
Yeah,
That's really good defensive outfield too. With
Matt,
those three
Matt
guys.
Olson, good player and good
Olsen,
defender.
Riley, stud, especially versus us. Albies is a stud versus us. They're loaded, dude. They're loaded just like we are, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. These are dog fights, but they're one. They're one when you're beating up the teams you should beat up.
Well, the one thing we got on the Braves is that we're kind of their boogeyman in the playoffs. We kind of own them, so we got that kind of above hanging over their head, which is a good thing. But like you said, Tom, you got to get there. I mean, like I don't want to. I mean, I'll answer the question right now. Like I guess you could say it's World Series or bust, but to me, it's just like I expect us to be playing good ball going into the playoffs. If we're there, then let's go. Like last year, we were great first half, but we weren't playing good ball going into the playoffs. Let's be honest. We all know this, and it showed up right in the playoffs. So we're playing good ball going into the playoffs. I like our chances.
Sometimes it works like that. Sometimes it doesn't, right? I've always looked at it like that. Sometimes, you got to be playing great ball going in, but you can't be playing terrible ball going in.
Yeah.
Right? That's the thing. You just got to be playing good ball.
I mean,
right? You don't got to be playing out of your minds. You don't got to be winners of, 18 out of 20, but you got to be playing good ball.
I mean, It goes back, like you said, it goes back to what you originally said, probably in your first sentence, right? This is the same core. So it's getting to the window's closing. It's now or never. You know what I mean? So it's a good core, but you can't keep saying, oh, maybe next year. Maybe can't believe we didn't hit in the playoffs. It's like this guy didn't do a lot in the offseason, and people killed him for it. But and I get that. You know what I mean? I'm not thrilled about it either. But like. He's got like $300 million guys.
Yeah. What else can you do?
I mean, like, come on, dude. Like, so you went and got, he traded for Luzardo, which is good. Did not address really the outfield. That's not good. That's the bad side of it. And I don't know if they're, you lose Hoffman. So I don't think your pen's, better, but it could be. I don't know. So, like
Romano looks good. That's good.
Yeah. If healthy. Yeah, sure.
But if the pitchers go 6-7 innings, like we have done in the past, then some of the deficiencies in the bullpen are hidden a little bit, right? Because you only need to get limited out.
Well, we need Alvarado back, is what we need.
And he looks it right now.
He was not back last year. Obviously, he had a bad year. He was bad, but I'll knock on wood, but he looks great. I mean, he looks like he's not a fat turd.
Yeah, and they're giving Kirkering a bigger role too. Like Kirkering sort of takes.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be a big role.
Yeah,
he takes Hoffman's role. So they're sort of asking guys to step up.
If Alvarado's good and Romano's healthy, I think our pen's fine.
Yeah, Strom's your left-hander.
Because Romano has always been good when healthy. He just hasn't been healthy a ton.
Yep.
Yeah, and then that's where Houston there's a problem because now guys are going in different roles, and now you got to go out and get guys. Now that's where Painter comes in and makes things interesting for me this year. Like if Romano's not healthy, I don't know how
the big fella close.
Yeah, Painter might
that's what I'm saying.
You're keeping them on the pitch count. You're keeping them on the clicker anyway.
I agree.
You're keeping them on the clicker anyway. Let the hog close it.
Let him eat. Let him eat a little bit. Let him chew. Let him chew.
Yeah, I agree with the poll, especially for this current team, right? Like you said, Tommy, we could win it again next year. We could win it, or not again, but we could go there next year. We can go there in a few years. But with this current team, if we don't win or go there this year, then we're blowing up a portion of it, right? Like. Schwarber's probably not back if we don't go this year. Real Muto's probably not back if we go this year. We'll have one more year in Nicky, so it'll be easier to potentially get out of that deal if we need to blow it up to find, to replace it. So this current iteration of this team is this year. Yeah. So it is absolutely World Series or bust. And Sweeps, you hit on it, right? Dave Dombrowski wasn't very active in the offseason, but at the same time, I think we've reached a point where this team just has to do it, right? These guys got to step up. Your Harpers, your Turners, your JTs, your Schwarbers, your Castellanos, those $100 million, $300 million men have to step up. And I'm not saying Harper hasn't, but some of these other guys had it, right? And there's only so much.
I'd say a bunch.
Yeah, everybody but him. Right? Actually, Nicky was really good in the postseason last year.
Yeah, but he wasn't the year before. But
he wasn't the year before, right?
Yeah, and Schwarber was shit last year, but he was good the year before. It's weird. Yeah, we need them all to hit at the same time, really.
And it's weird
because this is where real quick. This is where Bohm and
Stock come in. Yes,
and Marsh, right?
Yeah,
and JT,
Stepler,
and even Kepler. this is where those guys like. This is where you win. You win World Series by those types of guys, in my opinion. You win World
and Max
Series by
Kepler's
other
not
guys.
a sexy move, but he looks good in spring. Hopefully, he can stay healthy.
Yeah, it's a health guy, right? But
Yeah,
my point is, you win by those guys getting hits in playoff games. Not saying they carry you. I'm saying, but there's 5 guys I named, right? You sprinkle in a guy or two getting a big hit throughout a series, it changes the whole series.
It's
The Mets had Jose Iglesias all last year.
It's always how it happens. Mark Vientos for the Mets last year.
Jose Iglesias.
It's always how it happens.
This
It's
shit
like
ain't won by your dogs sometimes. It's won by a couple of the puppies.
when the
right?
Braves
Sometimes
won
the
it,
puppies win.
the Braves won it without Acuna. They had Soler and Eddie Rosario. Like, I mean, it's always guys that are secondary guys that get huge hits. Always.
But the one thing we haven't done,
especially if they're pitching around on your
Yeah,
big dogs. If they're
absolutely.
pitching around your big dogs, then you got the secondary guys got to
and they
gotta
essentially
step up.
do.
We've seen, I know, but we've seen the last 2
We
postseasons.
just swing at everything.
The postseason before when Harper couldn't make it out, and he did his thing against the Padres. He couldn't make it out. So then you started seeing him pitch around him a little bit. But I think last year teams went out at everybody. I don't know.
Went right at him. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe him, maybe not him. They were smart with him, of course, but I think they went out at everybody else.
They definitely didn't pitch around Trey or fucking Bohm or Schwarber because I don't think they got hits.
I'm saying like that. I'm saying that too.
Yeah.
But like, you need some other guys to get hits for you too.
Yeah. No,
It's
absolutely.
contagious. It's contagious.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's just sometimes it can't just be your stars. Sometimes some of your role players need to come up with a hit just to get things going. So,
but we do need the stars.
Yeah, they got to be
the stars carry.
You got to be a carrier. You have to.
Yeah.
No. This isn't getting the stars off the hook. This is not where I was trying to go with this, right? You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get stars off the hook or anything like that. I'm just saying, like the Winter World Series, your stars got to do star things, but you need those other 5 guys to hit.
Sure.
Like, I got
Tommy Edman. Tommy Edman was a monster for the Dodgers.
We're all on the same page. We're all on the same page here.
I got confidence in Bryce, but obviously my confidence is waning in some of these other guys, and I need Trey leading off. We need the best Trey Turner possible, and his best has always been as a leadoff guy. So we need him to be the best because he has not lived up to the contract thus far. So we need him to add his absolute best. I need Trey leading off.
Not even live up, not even close.
Yeah, not close. Yeah, I would agree. I would say
and
not
defensively,
close.
Defensively, it's been anemic.
It's been abysmal.
Yeah. It's not even a good time. It's not even worth $5, right?
Yeah.
So I have issues there. So maybe that's part of leading off too, Wills. Psychologically, just his whole game. I mean, I don't know why. But again, Schwarber's great in the leadoff because numbers speak. They're you get 1-0 lead. I get all those cool numbers, right? But I think he can hit homers in any spot.
That's what I'm saying. He'll hit homers everywhere.
Maybe
he won't walk as much, but whatever.
Try something different.
I'd rather have Turner on base and moving and stealing bags. We've kind of eliminated his legs by having him bat behind Schwarber the last 2 years. He doesn't steal as much. It's just obvious. So he'll definitely run more.
Especially if he's in front of Harper. And he's in front of Harper? He's in front of Harper. You're not going to run in front. They're going to.
You're not running in front of Harper.
And he's got a hole. First of all, he's got a hole, and then they're going to put him on. You know what I mean? So of course he hasn't ran.
Yeah.
But even now, even if you put him in a leadoff hole and Harper's too, you're not going to be taking off as often.
Then I get first and second, no outs. Now pressure you. I got a 3-hole hitter coming up.
I think it's going to be it's a big year for Alec. Obviously, he had a great first half, bad second half. It's a very big year for Alec.
I don't like Harper in a 2-hole anyway. Right, and I understand. I understand that you get more at bats, blah blah blah. I got no time for it. You know what I mean? I'm just
travel.
I'm where I'm at. We got guys in suits. We got guys in suits that try split the apple and reinvent the game's been being played for 200 years, right? Your best guy hits 3. I don't care. Right, and 9-1-2 get on. And it's time to earn that $300 million. When you clean them all up, baby, you clean them up. That's the problem with Swerves in the leadoff hole, right? Solo homers are cute, right? They're for beach muscles. Right? They don't do you any. They don't win you games, right? Yeah. Solo homers.
Free run jobs win you games.
I'd rather have 30. I'd rather have 38 homers. I'd rather have 38 homers and 130 ribbies with it than 38 homers and 88 RBIs.
Yeah, 7
Makes
and 9
sense?
RBIs. Yeah.
Yeah, like big difference. Big difference there. 130 to 82. I mean, huge difference.
You're gonna
And
bat
probably
him
a lot
too.
of difference in
If you're going to
in
bat him
win-loss.
too, if you're going to bat him too, just bat him leadoff then. That's all. Right? There's because you do Turner no justice. Then he might as well just be a guy with no legs.
Yeah, I
Right?
bet.
You
I
can't
do it. I do it different than everybody.
I know.
Me personally.
I'm
I do
responding to
Turner
Greg.
one.
I don't mind
I
Greg
do-
liking it. It's fine. It just takes away Turner. That's all.
It does. No, you're 100%.
So you
I
might
do
as well just
Turner
lead off
one.
Harper then. If you're going to bat him too, bat him lead off.
I get cute here. I do Turner 1, and then I do Bryson 2. Right? Let's go a little bit
The only issue with that, I
contact
would
up
be
here.
so on board with that
Let's
if
just
Bryson
try.
showed a pulse last year. He just was so bad that you
I
couldn't hit
know.
him.
I know he was. Let's try something now. Like we got nothing to lose.
They
Really
claim
don't.
he was injured, right? And even he mentions it, right?
Whenever
So
someone's bad, they claim he was injured.
Yeah,
But
everybody's
I hear
I
you.
hear you. I hear you.
Everybody's hurt when they're hurt. But I'm just trying to get a lefty up there that isn't Harper. So then you go Harper. Then you can go Harper.
And I'm
3.
fine with, honestly, listen,
And then
when they're
Bohm
your
can
best
go
players,
4.
I don't care if it's back-to-back lefties. I would hit Harper and Schwarber 3-4. I'm fine with that. I don't care.
Or you hit short before. But
right, we don't, but we know the nerds do.
I would hit Harper. I would hit Harper 3. I would hit Bohm 4, and I would hit Schwarber 5.
And guess what? When they're
That's
on, it
how
doesn't
I would-
matter if
that's
it's a
how I
righty or
roll.
lefty.
That's how
Yeah,
I roll.
Schwarber kills lefties.
I was gonna say it doesn't matter. Bryce hits lefties. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying to not go 3 in a row. I'll go Stott, Harper, Bohm, Schwarber.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Just
If you're gonna
just to
bat
get-
Stott too, yeah.
Yeah, just to try something different because I have nobody else really that
Well, I would hit
defines the
Casty.
2.
I would hit Casty in front of Bohm or put where Bohm is.
Maybe
You want to do that?
You're
I mean,
right.
you don't have to.
you're right. It could be a lot of strikeouts there. If I go.
Well, Alec wasn't exactly putting a lot of wood on the ball at the end of the year.
I understand, but when Nick's bad, when Nick's great, he's great. He might be Babe Ruth, right? But when he's bad, it's tough to watch, right? I think we can all agree on that.
Well,
And
he's
that
never
goes
seen
for-
a pitch you don't like. That's for sure.
No, I mean he is yes until it's yes again.
You can just, I honestly,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, I don't even know why teams throw him strikes. He'll just
No,
swing at everything.
I would never throw him a strike ever if I was a pitcher. You know what I mean? It would
There's
be,
a good chance you get him out 3 out of 4 times too.
oh, I spin him in the dirt all day until I okay, he took all 4. All right, next time I gotta throw him a strike.
Next time I got to actually challenge him a little bit.
But no, this team's good, man. Like when you look at anything you can do projected lineup wise, and we talked about you had Kepler. If he can stay healthy, it's a good little addition. Nothing great, but better than let's say Rojas running out there. Marsh's gonna get a chance to play every day,
Jesus
right? So now you're starting to get these younger guys that are coming into their prime years, right? But Bohm, obviously last year was more of a prime year, the start of it, and it showed early on. But then Stott 27, Marsh 27. So these guys, these are sort of big years to sort of find out, are these guys key pieces moving forward too, right? Or
Kind of like what the Eagles are doing, right?
yeah, or are these just are these cornerstone guys that you can sort of build around these guys too, or are these just run of the mill guys, right? And Marsh, we probably know the answers to, but Stott had a lot higher expectations. So we find out a lot this year about some and Bohm too. All 3 of those guys.
Stott and Alec.
Well, especially Bohm, because it comes time now for Bohm. You got to pay him, right?
And
You
if
still have
Marsh
time
wants to
for Marsh,
start.
and you still have
Marsh
time
wants
for
to be a
Marsh and
starter.
Stott.
Well, I'm saying Marsh wants to be a starter in this league. It's a big year for him,
100%.
right? If you want to start games, it's time.
Yeah, and I know Robbie came out and said, that he believes he could be a superstar. Well, Robbie, you got to give him the chance to be a superstar, bud.
Who he said that about Marsh?
You said that about Marsh.
That's a bold take, but
Yeah.
I don't.
And I love the confidence from the manager, but you got to give him a chance then. And he's got to play against lefties.
Yeah, you can't be a platoon guy and be a star.
Yeah.
You can be a good player. You can't be a star.
I mean, he's 27, so I guess you're going to run him out there every day then if you believe he's a star, which they said they were going to do. So I guess Rojas sort of plays for Kepler a little bit when you want to get the other.
The way he was talking the other day, it was just those 3 would rotate whenever he wanted to get somebody a rest.
Yeah, Marshawn needs to play a good amount of games here. I think that's why he stayed up too, And
He didn't have any
Well, he
options.
doesn't have any
Well,
options.
Well, I know
There-
that, but
there's
two,
a bunch
Stubbs
of
isn't
guys-
good
yeah.
enough. Stubbs isn't good enough. He doesn't bring nothing to
No, I
play.
agree, but he's the only one with an option, also, though. But
I
agree.
understand.
I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, Marshawn just gives you a better chance.
Marshawn's a better player at this point.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it was
this is
just
easy.
It was
wasn't
yeah,
tough.
no, it was a sad story. You know, the interview,
Boombox is out. Boombox.
It was a sad story, and I mean, it was a great story. It was a sad interview. You know, because it looked like he was, bewildered. I don't know what he was bewildered about, but you make friendships and all that stuff. So I get that part of it. I mean, from a baseball standpoint, he can't imagine that he belonged in the big leagues, but over Marshawn.
Well, all you gotta do is look. All you gotta do if you're Garrett is open your eyes and look. Like I still have a minor league option and he doesn't. I mean, writing's on the wall there.
Yeah.
This guy's probably better than me, and he doesn't have an option, and I do. I mean, this is pretty simple here.
Yeah, Pat's right too. The vibes only take you so far too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was cool 2 years ago when he had some big hits.
And if we're in the playoffs, the vibes will be back, right? Like he'll be back in the playoffs. So
yeah, and Marshawn can lose a baseball too, which is important when you.
And he can throw it too.
And
he's good defensively.
You don't lose much, but defensively with him.
Well, I think he's better than Stubbs defensively too. I don't think it's close.
He is.
Yeah, I don't think it's close. I mean,
he
I think we wondered for years. Besides the friendships and the cool suspenders and the painter's outfit, I mean, there wasn't that much to the guy. I'd love to get a beer with him. Absolutely crush the Miller Lights with him. But I mean, baseball wise, I mean, he just wandered into a clubhouse and was adopted. It was like a Dalmatian, like a Dalmatian, and walked into a fucking fire station. You know what I mean? Like, it's cute. Hey, nice Dalmatian. You know what I mean? Like, nothing to the base. He brought nothing to the baseball side.
He hit a homer 2 years ago to win a game for us. That's probably the only big hit that he had the entire time. Besides that, I think a lot of like bunt singles. I can remember.
Well, listen, too. Marshawn's 26, JT's 34, right? So really great time for all this to happen because you got a young kid. You got a young kid maybe come. He's got a young kid maybe coming into coming into his prime of what he can possibly do, and I think it can take some regular season load off of JT too, right? Where he doesn't
absolutely
but JT has to be able to be coachable in this aspect, and he hasn't been.
Well, I know he wants to play, but the bottom line is,
every day.
I think if you can play 110, like if you can play 110, JT, and be a better version of yourself than you've been playing 135, we should be all for that.
And I think he's more open to it now, right?
I hope so.
You hear talk of him, shagging fly balls in the outfield, and the idea of potential. I hear you, but like. You at least got to hear it.
What's the point of getting you off your feet?
Guys aren't hitting.
Well, what's the point of getting you off your feet? If it gets you off your feet, what's the point of then not getting you off your feet?
Yeah, just DH then.
That's what I always say. Yeah, like why do I want to go run you out in left field? I mean, if you're not going to catch, then I'll DH you. Unless but I mean, I hear you. But he's 34.
Then we got to play Schwarber in the outfield, but
he's not.
You can
30,
do that.
he's
You
not
can do that
30.
6 games a year.
He's not 30. 34, going on 35. He's an old catcher. He's not going to get a contract from us again. That is long term of any stretch, besides a year or two, or should he get from anybody? Because you're coming up to that. Not that he can't catch till he's 40, because he probably will, right? But he's not going to get somebody giving him a 5-year deal.
Well, if you have another season like you had last year, you're going to get hardly any deal.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You're going to get a year or 2-year deal, maybe, and it's going to be. A little bit of a prove it piece for him, but either way, you find out what the kid can do too, because that decides your deal, right?
Yeah.
If he plays 80 games and he's, if he plays 70, 80 games and he swings it, right, and he's playing great defense, I think you sort of know how you hold some leverage in that deal with JT, because maybe you have your catcher.
Yeah, I mean, and they've always liked Ralph, Marshawn, but. I
don't know how you don't,
He was never healthy enough to take the job, even as a backup, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
But there's 11 guys. There's 11 guys that are out of options. So within the next week, potentially some decisions are going to have to be made. Obviously, Sanchez and Sosa are probably, or Sanchez definitely. Sosa's on the team. Clemens and Buddy Kennedy are probably fighting for that last utility job. Jose Ruiz in the bullpen, Cal Stevenson in the outfield, Tyler Gilbert, Tyler Phillips, and Colby Allard are also have no options left. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with these guys.
Will all be released because they have nowhere
you would
to put
think.
them.
But who does any one of those guys as a Tyler Phillips go to the bullpen right now because Ranger's not here?
No, because then Walker steps into that role.
Right, but now you have an open hole though.
No, because they just got Carlos Hernandez off waivers from Kansas City today, and he jumped.
Oh, okay.
He jumped into that long relief role.
I missed that.
Yep, that's the only reason I know it is because I saw the alert today. I'm in Fangraphs right now. That's the only reason I know that. So the only place you're talking about it is the Cody Clemens spot.
Then that's it. Yep.
So and that's realistic. I don't know who wins that job. I think probably Cody because he's got a little bit more big league experience. That's my guess.
Would think, and I also would throw in the limited outfield experience that he has too.
Yeah,
Cody. He's not just a pure infielder, right?
But Buddy had a good camp for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely on the radar, and then Weston Wilson. I know he's hurt. He's going to start the year on the IL, but he's another one of those guys that.
Yeah, I think he would have made it if he was healthy.
Yeah.
My cousin Weston.
I think he takes over Cody, obviously, right? So
correct.
That's the only reason Cody's here.
Yeah.
So either way, that's short lived, maybe. But there's your four bench guys: is Marchand, Sosa, Clemens, and Rojas. Most likely, when you break camp.
Yeah, I mean, Robbie mentioned something the other day on one of the broadcasts. He said if Rojas breaks camp, and that kind of took me off guard a little bit. Obviously he has options, right? So it wouldn't be a terrible thing.
Well, then that's when they're trying to keep one of these other guys, right? And that becomes them trying to keep Buddy Kennedy or right. Or
I think a lot of that is because Rojas can't hit water if he fell off a fucking boat. That's probably part of it.
He's hit better. So he's hit better this spring than he has in the past.
First ribby of the spring.
Got first ribby this spring.
He stinks.
Gonna need that Dana Altman magic. What a disgrace this game is. Wow.
Yeah, I don't need him to play. I don't need him.
He stinks.
I don't need him to play unless I'm in the seventh inning of a game and I need him for defense.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. He could be a defensive replacement.
So he's only on this roster for that. I mean, that's why I went out and got Max Kepler per se to sort of take that other outfield spot. So I'm not forced to have to play him. I mean, it wasn't a big signing, but it was a signing bigger than Johan Rojas. Right? Like it isn't hard. He's better than Johan Rojas. That's not I don't think anybody's going to sit here on a Sunday night before the season disagree with that one.
Offensively, yep, absolutely. 21-4. It was 21-4 in case anybody's just joining in.
Did you see Ole Miss make that runner with 10 seconds left there? Because that just cost me and Tony a fucking block.
Oh no.
Motherfuckers.
You guys hit one on day one, right? So
that would have been a second one, 9-8. Oh,
Jesus. Oh, that's sickening. Anyway.
Can't win them all.
21-4 here. This was 21-4. In case anybody 37-18.
All right, I had a bold prediction last year. I'm going to try to run it back. And I'm going to try to run it back. It's Alec Boehm, top 10 in MVP voting. I'm going to try to run it back.
Looked good first half last year.
Yep, started off, felt that way.
Started off really good.
Felt like the smartest guy in the room, for 81 in. First 81, felt good about myself. Not so much after that. But I in this
and
lineup,
we talked about it. Huge year for him. Needs to happen, right? Payday year. What are you going to stick around year? Long term, right?
Your long term longevity in the big leagues too. Forget about here. Just wherever you're at. So guys usually have their best years in these types of years. So maybe last year was a little precursor to what can maybe happen this year over a longer period. Because in the lineup, he has the ability to do it, right? When we talk about the things that are around him, especially if he has Harper and Schwarber, be sandwiched between them.
Yeah, you would hope.
I mean, that would be ideal for him, right?
That's a good time
to be there, right? Jeez.
Sometimes the organization said, we'd like to pay you.
Yeah.
We're going to set you up to pay you.
Yeah. We're going to give you, we're trying to slide a blank check over to you, but you won't let us.
Wait. We heard Bryce wants to go back to the outfield? Okay.
Yeah, because Aiden Miller is going to be a big leaguer next year.
Probably.
So I think he's ready to go. So is Crawford, too, but we can get to that. Them guys will soon to be big leaguers. Miller definitely defensively. I can see where you could talk about Turner going to third base next year. You can start to have those conversations.
Put him in the outfield.
Now I might buy into that.
Put him in center field.
After last year.
Put him in center field.
It'll be like Rojas.
Yeah.
Rojas. $500 million man hitting 270. Playing center. Give me the 18 homers. Oh, he's got to have a monster year, though. He's another guy that should be in like the MVP conversation.
Oh, that's absolutely.
That's great news because I just put money on him.
Well, I mean, that's the kind of year he's supposed to have, though.
We're fucked.
Moving back to the leadoff hole, right? Moving back to the leadoff hole.
Yeah, you would hope.
You were humbled last year, both offensively and defensively, and I hope he comes out because I hope he comes out firing. Hope he comes out, wanting to wreak havoc on baseballs because we need him to.
Absolutely. I mean, in my opinion,
and plus 2,200 odds was not terrible to get.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. But in my opinion, the two guys, the most glaring guys, it's Turner and it's Bohm. They're the two most glaring guys that have to have big years. Like I would love. Obviously, I remember Bryson Stott was hurt. Listen, Bryson Stott just can't be as bad as he was last year. Okay, but he's gonna he's batting, 7th or 8th, probably, maybe 6th. But like Bohm and Turner are batting top of our lineup. These are the guys that need to win. These are the guys that need to hit. We need them to hit for us to win.
Yeah, it's not even up for debate. I mean, Turner. Turner, Bohm. Nick's going to put up his numbers. Schwarber's going to put up his numbers. Harper's going to put up his numbers. Right? Can Turner put up the numbers he's projected to get? Like when you signed him, can he have one of those years that is like, okay, that's why we signed him?
Yep.
Yeah, like when he was on the Nationals, when he was on the Dodgers.
Yep.
When he
we haven't got that year.
Get one of them years for us. It's
got paid, started living in Haddonfield. Pinky went out. You know what I mean? Pinky went out, and we haven't got one of those goddamn years yet.
Yeah, now
we have not. We're not even close.
No, yeah.
We had a month. Right?
Yeah.
What? April last year or May last year?
Yeah, we had a goddamn standing ovation.
Well, no, it was like the month after standing up. Yeah.
Great
he had like 13 homers that month. Before that, he was terrible.
It's a Netflix show.
Yeah. That's what we got.
We need Trey big time. That's just facts. Need him big time.
And honestly, I don't care where he bats. That's an excuse we're making.
Oh my
God.
Oh
We're making that excuse, right? Because he hasn't been good enough. I don't care if he's batting 9th.
Be the best 9-hole hitter. Yeah,
glad that didn't count.
I know. Me and Willie are on this, and I love Christopher Sanchez this year.
Me too.
I love Christopher Sanchez.
I can't tell you how much I like him. If you want to talk about tickets, I got him for Cy Young.
Yep.
He buried that. He buried that after the Boston. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I wondered what you were talking about.
Yeah, half quarter. Jeez.
Yeah, well, so I'm with you, brother. I mean, I got the ticket.
He's been moving down too because I got him at plus 2,500. It's less than that now.
I don't like being against.
What did
I don't like going against you. Buddy.
I think I got it at 22.
I'm sorry. It's not that important.
Yeah, I think it's $2,000 now.
As soon as I had it, you should have known you were good.
I mean, he looked great in spring.
25. I got it at 25.
Me too.
I can say the same.
And I like what they did. And I don't know if it's going to stay there, but I like what they did with this first week, right? It's going Wheeler, Luzardo, Noah. And so Sanchez is essentially your 4. and is getting the home opener start. I was wondering what they were going to do with the three lefties in theory. Obviously now Walker's there, but were you just going to leave them in the back, like go Sanchez, Luzardo, Ranger, or were you going to put somebody between Wheeler and Nola? And I like what they did, at least for this opening week.
Here's the question, Greg, is do they do, because of the way that the schedule is, you can actually do a 4-man rotation for the first 2 weeks. But will they? Well, they're gonna throw Walker in probably.
They already said they're throwing Walker the sixth game.
Of course.
The sixth game. So yeah, it's the last game of the home opener.
I don't mind you starting off early on not running, like taking the extended time. Right.
No,
early
I hear
on
you.
in
I'm
the
just
season.
saying
No.
you can
You're
be
not
on
wrong.
schedule though.
But I would even don't mind being a little off schedule early on, right, and work my way to getting on schedule even a little bit more since I got an older staff, right, and I've been known for some possible arm fatigue, different things. I want to shorten it. Let me go. Even late summer, I like to extend it to 6. If I had the 6th guy, right? Hypothetically.
That's what they talk about when they bring
Walker ain't that guy.
When they bring Painter up, that's what they're talking.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm all for, keeping your guys fresh and being smart and all that goody stuff, but Walker ain't it. Never been it.
Yeah, we're just throwing away a game every 5th game then almost.
Oh, I don't want him starting at all. I'm just, I just said that's what they're going to do. I don't agree with that. He shouldn't be even. There's got to be somebody better than him. Right, but they're still
paying him, so they're gonna throw. I knew I smelled it too. As soon as they were like, "Oh, Taiwan looks pretty good," I'm like, "We're gonna see this fucker pitch again." I know it.
I think all we got to do is get him 1 or 2 starts, right? And then somebody like the Marlins are gonna come calling because they got to get payroll to the floor in order for them to get revenue sharing. Or you get someone who's like in need of a starter, like the Yankees. I would love to ship him to the Yankees. That would be the greatest thing ever. Not that they would take him. I mean, I'm talking out of my ass.
5 for the fucking Yankees.
Well, the Marlins would take him. I mean, we go down there and pitch well because nobody gives a shit.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, not well enough to be like, what do we do? But like, well enough to be like, oh,
but
man,
the Marlins got to get to a threshold there in order for them to get revenue sharing.
Yep.
So they're a perfect team. Some point, if it hasn't happened now, in the beginning of part of this season, because they want to unload Alcantara too. They want to get rid of Alcantara because they're idiots.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah, right.
Love to play with you.
So they're losing his money, and they gotta gain more anyway. I would love to get
pitched in a year and a half, right?
He hasn't.
That's fine. There's room in this sandbox for you, buddy.
You can go another year without pitching. I'll still take it. You can say,
we can use the excuse we're too lefty. We're too lefty heavy.
Oh my God, sign me up. I mean, we'd have the best. Right then, I would say we're the best team in baseball because I don't know how you're hitting those 3 guys in a series. Yeah. Like that's where like Sanchez doesn't even ever need to throw until you're in a 7-game series because you're obviously going to throw Wheeler, Alcantara, and Nola. I mean, maybe Nola. I don't know. But I feel like how do you not? Because he's been dominant too.
Yeah.
In the postseason. So, I mean, that's a fun problem to have. And now we're talking out of control, but it's still a fun issue. We'll love to have that issue. We don't have to worry about it.
It would be nice, right?
It would be a great time. Because then you're like, how do you lose? Well, you know how your lineup doesn't hit with runners in scoring position. They strike out 1,000 times and you lose 1-0. So cool story, right? We've had those 5-horse call before, the 5 horsemen. That didn't age well, right? The 5 horsemen won 102 games or 101 games. 4 aces. Yeah. They still tried to throw a 5th in there. I forget who that loser was. Blanton. Yeah, somebody said to jump in the 5-hole, just to make the Sports Illustrated cover because I have it. I was going through some things, so a little trip down memory time. But this lineup's awesome.
Yes,
and it's got to be awesome. And like we talked about, the rotation's really good. Sanchez looks to be a Cy Young candidate, right? Ranger, when he's healthy, is really good. But that's his biggest issue.
Getting nervous about him.
Well, Scott Boras should be nervous, not us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, we didn't sign him as representation. So Scotty should be nervous, not us.
Sadly, as soon as his family came up from Venezuela, he hasn't been the same.
That's Wilson's hot take. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's a young candidate, and I'm like shitting on
Oh,
him.
Greg's in it too. Greg's in it
okay.
too. So I was just
What, Sanchez?
Listen,
I was working the
love
room.
me some Sanchez.
I'm
dude.
in.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you can't like him, and I'm not saying he's
This
very
is Tom
good.
Arnone
He's not a
hosting
Cy Young candidate.
and working the room.
Maybe he can be.
I was
Maybe
running for mayor.
Cy Young
You know what
stuff. That's a hot take, and it could
I'm
turn
running for
into
That's a bold prediction.
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I'm running for HUD mayor.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm rubbing the room down the right way. In the 4-hole, right? We're talking about our fourth pitcher, Cy Young candidate, which is great. Now, not wheels.
I got him too. But his money wasn't that good.
I was gonna say the thing is though, you don't bet wheels because it's not you're trying to get the good payout.
I only bet him because sooner or later they got to give him a Cy Young. They screwed him last year. Who should have got it last year?
Not my first rodeo.
I got him in fantasy.
And how
so
money works. Who else? You know what I mean? Not my first rodeo. You know,
I drafted Sanchez too, so I
Can't try to
double
tell
dipped
me.
on the Sanchez train.
I
no, but I
apologize.
mean, Will's had to come in fly and tell me like it's more money that way. Like no shit. Like it's my first time. Like you know what I mean? I didn't know. I gotta know how it works.
Listen, I understand Joe Johnson's face off the ground. I know. I remember.
Wow, I mean, hold on a second. Jay,
Sean Marion, that's
Jay
just
had
out in
a
the
rough
corner,
day.
remember? I remember.
Holy shit, Jay. You had a rough day. Call us molested. You know? I haven't been touched.
Weird.
I haven't touched Jay.
Spread them.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, good to have you. And the priest.
I'll light a candle for you. Hey, I'll light a candle while I'm on my knees for you. Jesus Christ. That's classic. Anyway.
Good times.
Yeah. Everybody's welcome here.
Not bad, even Javi.
Yes, it was horrible, Pat. It was like 30 minutes of some guy that wanted to give him a standing ovation.
I didn't watch it either.
Yeah, I would never watch it.
It was like 25 minutes. That's what I remember.
Yeah, that's why we're real fans here. I mean, because we would
Apparently
not
molested though by Priest.
Yeah. Well, that was like I said, good times.
I mean,
good times had by all.
whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, cool cutoff, but
Yeah,
you know,
cool.
Open sesame.
Yep, a lot of rolled chicken over there. Yep, a lot of rolled chicken and eggs. That's awesome. Awesome.
Maybe a fast.
Probably a needle or two. All right, here we go. Let's move on.
John says 92 wins.
94. I got 94.
Wow, you went up. Didn't you say 92? Yep. Look at you.
No, I think
I
he said 94.
Right?
I could be wrong. Yeah,
I've been saying 94. So
big time dad brain's been showing on my end. So I apologize.
94.
Yeah, good. No, even better. Huh.
I think we should be right there, right in that area.
Yeah.
90. I got 90. I get to the 90 plateau.
Yep, then I'm gonna fall someone. This is where Tom's got to go.
Sweep's the Cardinals fan. We don't listen to him.
I gotta either go low. I either got to go low, or I'm either going to go way too high. This is going to be a problem for me.
Well, remember, we're sitting here a year ago talking about how do we not get to 100 wins.
No, that was
halfway
halfway
through.
I was gonna say,
that was halfway through the year.
No, I'm saying halfway through the year, we're talking about how do we not get to 100 wins, and we barely got to 90.
Yeah, I couldn't find the loss.
There was a time when 90 wins was good. I don't understand what I did here. Thought we were in a trust tree. I don't know.
We're in the tree.
Now they're going to win 116 games. All right, I'm all for it.
I mean, that would be great.
I'm all for it.
I didn't realize that.
What do you got, Greg?
Michigan State
95.
Frankly, Fiddler on the team.
95. God damn it. That's what I'm talking about. I
Ricky
either got to go way too high or I got to go low.
I got him to win the NL and the World Series too.
Rick's going to be disappointed.
Dreamer?
Twice in 48 hours.
So I took him NL, I took him World Series, Bryce and Trey for MVP, Wheeler and Sanchez for Cy Young, and then I took a crazy one and went Brent Rooker to be the home run, regular season home run.
I mean,
leader.
I wouldn't say that's crazy. He plays in a AAA ballpark.
That's what I went for.
I picked Lawrence Butler in almost every league because I'm like leading off in a AAA ballpark.
Yeah, plus 2,500. I think that was.
I'm gonna say 90. I'm gonna say 93. We're going 93 wins.
It was a good year. Junior year. It's a good year.
Yep.
I mean, 93 was a good year for us too. Besides the end. The end of it.
Yeah.
That was the end of it.
Besides Joe freaking Carter.
But I got in the same spot. I don't know if they win the division, but I got them going to the World Series, and I think a big reason is they make a move at the deadline of some fashion. That's
now they're better than the Dodgers. You guys,
that's bigger than yeah. We're
I
going.
love being.
You can beat the Dodgers in a series.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. I'm not saying you can't.
I'm not sold on the Dodgers.
Well, no, there's a reason I'm saying
Dodgers
that we
can hit
beat
the
them.
shit out of the ball, obviously,
There's
but
a
I'm not
reason
sold on their pitching.
Hold on, there's a reason I'm saying we're beating them now. Is because I said we're making a move
Because we're trading for Mike Trout finally.
We're going to get a big move at the deadline because we haven't done that yet.
Listen, I'm all
right. We haven't done that, so that's what
I used to be against the Trout move. It's fine.
A splashzilla. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Splash once he's healthy, right?
Well, no, yeah, we're going. I'm in full agreement there.
Splashy.
But I think Sweeps. I think that's what they do.
I picked Trout today.
I think they go splash. They go splash to the deadline. That puts them in Dodger conversation because I think they're going to be playing really good ball, but they know there's another level. They made that move. Dombrowski has not done that at the deadline. He's done small shit. He hasn't done a big one. Where's your big one, David?
And you know what else tracks with that too, Tommy? Is they didn't do anything this offseason.
Nope.
Appreciate that explanation.
So I'm fully on board that if they're not playing well, either they blow it up and they trade Schwarber, they trade Real Muto, and they start like the rebuild for next year. You know what I mean? Or like you said, they go out and they make a huge splash to somebody that is, under contract for next year and make a huge move at the deadline. I'm in with you on that one.
Pop Stell would have loved your explanation there. So I'm gonna make sure I tell him, Tom came with a prediction and a tremendous foreshadowing explanation. You would have loved it. If A happens, B can happen.
Yeah, I think they're close.
I
don't think they can. I think they can beat the Dodgers in a 7-game series because of a rotation. But I need a little bit more. I need something else, right? I feel like we're missing like one thing. I can't figure out what it is yet, but I'll know halfway through. I feel like I'll know what that thing is, and I think they'll know. And that could be, you can go 2 years without making big moves, and at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. At some point you're going to feel like we're close. Even if they're playing like they were last year, I still think they go out and mix it up at the deadline because they know what happened the year before. They didn't have any new blood in, so it got a little status quo in there.
Got stale, yeah.
It got stale. So I'm telling you, something they're not, and you get Painter. There's two things that happen. Why I think we're in Dodger country. Two things that put us in Dodger country. Painter, right? Him alone puts me in Dodger country because I think he's that fucking good. All right, and then two, we talked about a big little splashy, a little cannonball.
I love the idea that we threw out earlier about Painter out of the bullpen. That's a money idea and something I had thought we should have done the last few postseasons. You know what I mean? Especially you look at this past offseason.
Well, I mean, he's a starter.
You look at this past playoffs. The next week he was in Arizona dominating the fall league. So why couldn't he be in the bullpen for the Mets series?
Yeah, I never understood that either.
I might have started him.
He would have been better than whoever we started in Game 3. I mean, like we went to Carlos Estevez in the 5th inning of that final game.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Considering that he couldn't get out for the last 3 weeks of the year,
yeah,
it's quite embarrassing.
Well, Rob's done plenty of embarrassing things too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm in full agreement there. We were talking about this last night over Ron's house. We were talking about the Phillies, and they were like, "What are your thoughts on Thompson?" I said, honestly, I'm not high on Rob Thompson. I think he's a fine manager, but he hasn't been good. Like
there's a reason he's gotten passed over a couple jobs.
He's been okay, I'd say, at this point. And there's multiple times where you scratch your head like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yep. I think you say that for every manager. Right?
No, I agree.
Right. Not giving him a pass. No, that's not what I'm saying. But at the end of the day,
very curious with his pitching moves a lot. Very
you're paid to get this team over the hump. So until you get him over the hump, there's a lot of scrutiny that will come with that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how that works.
Absolutely. And that's why you can, that's why we as fans can do what we do, because they're professionals and they make a lot of money. All right. So that's why every move is scrutinized. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that, because we think it's the right move, that it's the right move. As coaches, we know our teams, right? A guy, hey, that guy, I got a guy in the pen that's a little sore today. You know what I mean? Like he can't get me to 3. I can't get 4 outs out of him, or I got my lineup. Hey, listen, I got to hit this guy here because if I hit him somewhere else, he's going to be horseshit because it's a mental side. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things, but I agree. There's a lot of head scratchers that, don't come less about strategy and about what the hell are you doing there, bro?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And I'm with you though, Tom, about us being kind of with the Dodgers. Like the Dodgers lineup, I get it, but also Mookie's banged up currently. Freddie Freeman's our age, basically. I mean, and he was awesome in the World Series. Don't get me wrong,
man,
but he
pretty
wasn't
good.
great in the regular season last year.
Pretty good
He's
World
getting
Series.
older and older. I mean, I don't know. I feel like obviously they got guys, but Shohei, we'll see. Shohei coming back pitching. Maybe he gets hurt again since he's going to do both things. We'll see. And I don't know. I don't know about all those pitchers they got. Like they got flashy names, but none of them. Blake Snell always hurt. The other guy that's always hurt? Glass now always hurt.
Yep.
And then the 2 Japanese dudes have never thrown over 120 innings in a season ever. Like, I mean, they're asking for a lot. I feel like so. We'll see. I don't know.
Well, they are.
Like they
Nobody
made two
comes in
great.
without
They made
question
2
marks.
great relief moves. I think. Feel like Tanner Scott's a great move. Kirby Yates' a great move for them. They're great moves. I'll give them that. Besides that, I don't know. I think their rotation it's sexy on paper, but is it really that good? I don't know. I think ours is better.
I wish the Phillies would have signed Tanner Scott. I really wish they would have.
Yeah, that was a great signing.
Yeah, and Blake Trayon's been great for them, and
he's a good pitcher.
And when Kovic is healthy, he throws 103. You know what I mean? So he had a little stretch too, but he obviously was great for them. Not the way.
As they should be. They're the favorite.
Yeah, they are.
But to your point, Hernandez is good. Hernandez had a great year for him last year, right? He got paid. Does he follow up with another good one again? Right?
Yeah, and he's old as well.
After getting paid, yeah. I mean, this is Tani's not. They're all like us. They're like us, except they're a little bit older. Like you said, Freeman's 35 and a half. Hernandez is 32, so he's not that old. Muncie's almost 35. I mean,
Mookie's probably 31. He's right.
I think Mookie's still like 28.
Mookie's almost 33.
Oh, is he that old?
Yeah, he's like Harper's age.
Otani's 30, which is fun. So I mean, they're older. Their rotation's a little bit younger because of the Japanese guys, and obviously Dustin.
Yeah, but again, they've never thrown a lot of innings. Those guys.
Yeah, and Dustin May's young. So,
he's the X factor,
and he's been hurt a ton.
Yeah, he's the X factor.
Yeah, Carrot Top.
How they've been able to keep hold of him is a work of art.
Moves they've made.
It's a work of art, to be honest.
Crazy. It is crazy though, Greg. You would think with all the moves they made, someone would have been like, "You got to give us Dusty May."
Yeah, give us Dusty.
Let's take a shot on this one.
Like you got to give up somebody. You got to give up somebody somewhere, right?
Yeah. Well, you just and listen, teams are probably figuring this is a guy that gets hurt walking to the refrigerator.
That's true.
Like, I mean, he tore his esophagus eating a salad. I mean, you got to be shitting me, dude.
Yo,
did you know that?
Did
you know that?
I didn't know that.
No, that's how he got hurt last year. He was ready to come back. A piece of lettuce. He almost died. He almost died.
Yeah, he's in big trouble, bro. He almost died. Right.
See, this is why I don't eat salad.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the reason.
Yeah, that's the reason you don't eat salad.
I thought of you immediately. I said, Greg's got it right this whole time.
Greg's the man.
You know what? Greg doesn't eat salad. He can't get killed by a piece of lettuce.
Pump hands in the house. What up, Pump?
Yeah.
Pump, you're wrong again, Pump, because the Dodgers, I just told you, Pump, appreciate the super chat, but the Dodgers essentially are older than we are, okay? Because they are. Their lineup's older than our lineup is. And our lineup honestly rivals it. And it rivals even more if we get.
I think our pitching staff is better.
Well, hold on. If we get a Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, MVP caliber years, we can win a World Series. I think that's as simple as that too. Like if those two guys have MVP type years, we win a World Series.
Yeah, everybody's got question marks. You know what I mean? I'd be more concerned about the Braves, even though I started the show with
They're
saying
loaded.
the Dodgers are on another tier, and I get that. You know what I mean? But because they just find a way, guys have career years for them. You know what I mean? But if you look at the lineup, you're like, he sucks. Well, what that he sucks. Like Conforto's starting and left. He fucking blows, right? But he has the potential to hit 50 doubles. He'll find a way to hit 20 homers, hook some in the corner, and hit 50 doubles. He'll stay healthy for once in his life. You know that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Ohtani
will hit
will win
somehow.
20 games. Ohtani will be completely healthy on the mound. He'll win 20 games. So
He'll hit 50.
So I just like I said, I like what they did in the bullpen. And if Snell and Glasgow stay healthy, then they got a scary rotation. But that's a lot of question marks for everybody. But truthfully, the Braves are more scary.
Yeah,
With those two guys coming back.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like signing two absolute all-stars.
Yeah, and
a Cy Young candidate and MVP candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
Yeah, I know we glossed over it earlier, but the Braves, it's just what the Braves do. Like Sale wins Cy Young for them last year after not being healthy for 3 years. Like the Braves, they lose Max Fried, someone will pitch really well for them. You can mark it down. Schwellenbach, Grant Holmes, one of these guys will be awesome. Schwellenbach, it might be Schwellenbach, but one of these guys will be awesome. On top of Strider coming back and being good.
I'll say it again, because I'd be remiss if I didn't. But Bryce Harper and Trey Turner both have to have MVP caliber years. If you want to compete with these types of teams, like we want to, right? I mean, we can look over how good the Braves are too, because they're loaded. We already did it. We looked over how the Dodgers are. They're loaded.
The Mets preloaded as well.
Mets lineup's really freaking good too.
Yeah,
really good.
I would say the Mets lineup's better than the Braves lineup.
Okay.
But their pitching, I don't think is comparable.
Now, all that being said, we need our two best players, which, I think what you're going to get from Schwarber. What you're going to get from Nick. I think Harper and Turner got to go get it. These are two guys they wanted to be
Turner's
together.
Got to be way better than he's been as a Phillies.
Yeah, but I'm saying they both wanted to be together. Harper's got to go hit 35, 40 homers.
Absolutely.
He got to go hit 35, 40. Turner's got to go at 25 plus. Right? These guys got to go have big time years if you want to compete with those types of teams. That's all my point is. If you want to compete
100%.
with those other teams, these guys got to come produce. There's no.
They
wanted to be together.
And Stott and
they
Bo
wanted to be together. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave those guys off of this conversation for a second. These two guys wanted to be together. They wanted to win it together. Well, you go set the tone then. Everything's contagious. Everything's contagious on the baseball field. If you guys go have monster years, guess what's going to follow? Like we talk about all these other guys in LA hitting. You know why? Because they're big money guys hit. That's why. Because everybody paid a lot of hits. So then guess what other guys start doing? Well, they start hitting too. Right? So a lot of times it works like that too. So if all your big money guys hit, guess who else will start hitting?
Yeah, of course.
I bet the other guys are going to have better years. Come on. This ain't fucking hard. Let's go. Let's go. It's our year this year. It's our year. I'm not saying it's our year. I'm saying no, it's our year. We better go do it. It's time.
Well, like you alluded to earlier, those secondary pieces, have to have great years too. They have to have very, very good years, excuse me. And if they have great years, then that's how you become a World Series team. Because I don't think that the Mets lineup is better than the Braves lineup, but their secondary pieces, that's why they won the playoff game, because Venuto's was great. Nemo always kills the Phils, so there's, but you obviously you add a Soto, and that's a monster piece for them. But I still like the Braves lineup better, if once Acuna's healthy,
Yeah, if Acuna's healthy, I'm more scared of the Braves lineup because I feel like I don't know. I feel like Austin Riley will hit at least.
Yeah, and they had a Profar. I love Profar.
Profar's a great addition. I didn't know they got him until I looked it up earlier.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, that's fun. Because now their outfield is even better defensively. Michael Harris is a stud. Profar goes and gets it. Acuna, he can get muddy at some points, but he's a great athlete. You know what I mean? So they have a damn good outfield. Albies is sensational defensively. I think Riley's really good.
Albie's
Olsen's
issues, he's been hurt a lot.
And
Always-
Clentek's a monster bench piece because the guy was a top prospect with the Mariners. You know what I mean? And sometimes the change of scenery gets you to back to where you
He played a lot last year
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, Kelnick, yeah.
Yeah, but year 1 too. So
But
Yeah,
you're right though. They made a bunch of moves. Who knows if he sees that many at bats again this year?
well, they seem like they always get guys hurt.
I was gonna say a lot of those guys. Michael Harris been banged up a bunch. Obviously, Acuna has had 2 bad injuries. But yeah, I mean, we'll say. But the Braves lineup is very deep, 100%.
Well, Pump, you don't have to trust in it anymore. I appreciate the super chat again, but you don't have to trust in it. You know what I mean? Like I believe they're not done in what they had. I think you're going to get a young painter at some point, which is going to be a fun addition. All right, in some aspect of your team, if it's in your rotation or if it's in your pen, wherever the hole may be.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you can say we suck when we're a team that's projected to win 91.5 games. That's the over under.
Yeah, we're the fourth. We're literally the 4th team for who's going to go to the World Series? We're the fourth highest betting team. So we definitely don't suck.
Yeah, I don't know where suck comes in. If you, like I said, if people don't want to buy in,
that's the win it. That's the win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To win it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I don't know. I get it. It's been a long time, right? In terms of we got Harper and
We're 3rd to get there.
and all these things, right? It's time. It's time. We've been again knocking on heaven's door for a while, but we need to go cut nets down.
Oh, they're gonna dribble it out. Sorry, Tom.
No, I need New Mexico to cover this.
No, they're not. But that's what it's all. I heard a thump upstairs. So my dad wants to get kicked out of the house. He's got Michigan State -7.5. They just missed 2 free throws, and I heard a giant thump when the girls are sleeping. So I mean, he's going to get choke slammed at 84 years old. All right, so thank God he fucking hung on. I just heard a giant boom. I swear he had to throw something, but he hung on. Sorry, Tom.
Good thing that someone wants to tell Oregon that the game's still being played.
They checked out.
Oh, yeah, I'm not even watching that. That's
For a couple minutes.
Once you're up 21-4, I marked that a loser. When Arizona came back, that was it, buddy. You can't recover from that. 21-4.
Well, I have 4.5. So can we keep it tight?
Sure.
Because we're not keeping it tight right now.
Tough 48 hours for the Patino family. He showed his face in public.
Even Johnny says it. Pumper, they're a good team that hasn't played to their potential. I agree, John. You nailed
Somebody
that.
said Pump will be hopping right on board when they play well.
Yeah, James said
Probably also true.
Yeah, Pump will be flying in like, told you guys.
He's the best team in baseball.
Told you.
Pump
You
it
guys
up.
at the parade. I'll be there. I'll be on Clydesdale. Pump will be riding the fucking Clydesdale down Broad Street.
Pump it up.
Wow, that's incredible. That's one of the all-timers for me. 21-4. I'm never gonna get over it. Never gonna get over it in an NCAA game. I'm never. You can't recover from it. 21-4. I was counting the money. 21-4. It's incredible. 21-4. And
I can't wait for Thursday on that last Thursday. Can't wait for Thursday. It's gonna be.
I mean, what a day too! Thursday. It's like opening day, and it's the Sweet 16.
And Sweet 16.
What a day!
Yeah,
And I'll be in Dallas.
Yeah, but
a joke.
I'll be in the cage all day. So
yeah, I gotta go training this week.
No.
Great time. Can't wait to catch a game on the weekend. Hopefully.
Be decked out in Eagles gear though. You can count that.
What's nice though, Tommy, is that the whole like play and then don't play. So you get Saturday and Sunday, no game Friday. So that's cool. At least you get the weekend games.
Yeah.
I'll be for me too because I only missed really Thursday's game. I'll be back Friday night, so I'll see Saturdays.
And I got a night game Saturday. I do. I got a night game Friday. Well, Friday doesn't matter, but yeah.
Well, night game Saturday is not bad because I think they play in the afternoon.
Either way, it doesn't matter as long as they win.
I think they play in the afternoon first 4 games.
There's plenty of games you get a catch as long as you win them. The ones you know, I mean, just come out strong. Come out strong. Go beat a team you're better than. Go come out with a nice sweep. Get the.
I'll be at the game tomorrow. Heading over to Clearwater tomorrow.
Last game, right?
See the last game before they head home or
They
head
got a
up.
little going away, a little going away party for them.
Yeah. Yeah, all day games 4:05, 4:05, 1:35.
And then our first home game is a day game as well, right? 3
Is 3:05.
Yeah.
6:45 on Wednesday because again next week you do the game the day off again.
Yeah, day off in between. Yeah, that's why I was saying you can do the 4-man rotation.
Yeah, and then another. So that Wednesday 6:45, and then 1:05 on Thursday. Now, interesting that you say that, Bri, because on ESPN they have Wheeler listed as that sixth game or that fifth game.
Yeah, it's probably because they figure we're going to do a 4-man rotation, but I don't think we're going to, though.
Yeah, they have Wheeler listed there, that second game against Colorado following Sanchez.
Yeah, because it would be on. It would because of the day off on Tuesday. It would be your on schedule.
Yeah.
John, I would say yes if I know Tom. The defending champs are on the clock. They'll probably do something.
Yeah, we're going to try to work it in, Johnny, for sure. It'll be there'll be something.
That'd be a tough one though this year because their pick's the last pick of the draft.
Yeah,
and if I know Howie, he ain't picking it. He's gonna trade that shit.
I was gonna say the one thing that we can say though is we have as many assets that picks that we do that we might move up.
We could do that.
We could move up closer, but yeah, it could be a long wait for the Eagles pick if you're running the live one.
That might work out well for me because of my Thursdays. So you know what I mean? Yeah, John. Since we're 32 and not 5, might be able to mix it in. Well, we'll do something, Johnny, for sure. How can you not? How can you not? How can you not puff your chest as the last pick?
Yeah,
a little bit. All right, Night's about the defending champs.
Can the Sixers get Cooper Flag? Let's manifest that.
Well, they lost today. We're getting closer.
They got to keep losing. They got to end the season losing every game.
What's crazy is that the other guys just keep losing as well. Well, they're all tanking. Everyone's just tanking. It's like the Sixers have gone like 2-19. They haven't made up any ground on the 3 teams worse than them. It's like because they've also gone the same.
Yeah,
they stuck going back and forth with the Nets at the 5 spot.
I keep getting in the simulator. I get Trey Johnson, or I get VJ Edgecombe.
Edgecombe.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take Trey Johnson.
Trey Johnson's a stud.
And Edgecombe could be a stud.
Well, just got Ace Bailey at 3. Just got Ace Bailey at 3. Oh, that's fun.
I'll take Ace.
I just got Ace Bailey at 3. I would
definitely take Ace Bailey.
Yep, sure. I saw some video of him the other night because I didn't get to see him in the dance, obviously, and that was a good time, even though they're not any good. That was like, oh, that's projectable.
Yeah,
that's fun.
That looks like a guy we've seen once or twice in the league.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yep. Long, athletic, can shoot. Yeah, he's pretty good.
I think that translates, don't it?
I'm smelling first pick or 7th.
This is the draft to get. This is the draft to get a top 5 pick too.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, there's 5
they're there.
Very good players.
Yeah, because you're feeling good about all these guys for the most part. Like you're in a good spot.
And I know we were talking about him earlier, Steve, but if he comes out, if we got 6 and he comes out, you can McNeely me up.
Yeah. He's
well, now we're out of the lottery. Now we're back in.
If we get 6, we're out.
Oh, all right. No, it's 7. We're out.
Top 6%. Yeah.
7. We're out. I got a lot of spins right there where we were out, but now we're back in.
Don't want that. We don't want
he
that.
would be there. Yeah, he would be there at 7. I mean, the last thing I saw.
We wouldn't be there at 7, Sweeps.
Oh,
the 3 pick.
7, we don't have a pick.
First spin, 3 pick.
It's Oklahoma City getting them then. If we don't.
Well, listen, I just did my last spin. My last spin was number 1, Cooper.
Let's go.
My last
That's
spin
what we want.
So we're back.
Listen, all I'm saying is, I'll conspiracy theory this real quick. Not that we're talking about the Sixers, but I mean, the league kind of runs our team. They've been telling us to do shit. We've done everything they want. It's time to give us the number 1 pick.
They do owe us. I said that on Wednesday. They owe us. And then Luke hit a dynamite drop in. What, are you going to give Oklahoma City another top 5 pick? Like, is that really the best interest of the league?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, top
And
10. Yeah, but yeah.
Well, they already had. I think they
top 10. Yeah.
that would be their third pick this year. Again, they would have 3 picks again this year because they still have Phoenix. I think they have someone else's as well already. So yeah, it would be crazy.
They have the Clippers.
Sorry. Yeah, and the Clippers.
Well, they would have the Clippers because they swap. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Tankathon has.
Guy's the Howie Roseman of the NBA. I mean, if he gets that, I mean,
Yeah, it's 20.
Sam Lepresti, GM of the century.
Well, that one trade,
and the only reason he's allowed to do it is because they didn't come out and say it, right?
He's got
that's the only reason. That's the only mistake Hinkie made.
He has 2 picks already in the first round. So
Oregon's
he has 2 picks already in the first round. How does he get a third? No way. No way. No way they give them a third.
No way, no how.
I mean, one of the greatest trades probably in basketball history. One of the greatest trades ever. They got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and 3 first-round picks for Paul George and Paul George and somebody else. Who was the second guy?
3 straight free throws.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter.
But yeah, that's amazing. And Paul George isn't even on the Clippers anymore. He's on our team with a terrible contract.
Not a great one.
Clippers got Paul George. Thunder got SGA and Gallinari.
Okay.
And then Heat's 20 pick was turned into Trey Mann. Clippers pick that turned into Jalen Williams. And one pick not conveyed.
I'll take a Jalen Williams right now. Holy shit.
And then they got unprotected Clippers pick this year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun.
It's not even fair.
2 next year. Another unprotected Clippers pick in 26.
27. Yep.
You make a free throw. This is a good game. You make 3 straight free throws.
Jackson Shelstad's a stud, though.
Yeah, well, it should be 56-55 right now. They just missed 3 straight free throws.
Is it that big dude?
Well, the dude with the horrible hair missed one, and then some other J.O. missed 2. Look at that hair. Look at the hair on that clown.
Yeah, Biddle?
Yeah. And some other J.O. missed 2.
Like Sweeps, always fucking 20 minutes ahead. He's down the street. I don't understand. I just don't understand. We have the same provider.
Yeah, he beat me to the Maryland. He just said Maryland, and I'm like, well, I could have gone either way, right? Like,
it's the same provider. Like, I don't understand. Like, it makes me want to call people and be like, guy, I don't fucking, somebody riddle me how I'm paying $313 a month and I got a guy down the street. I'm not talking about his bill. I won't talk about how he's 30 seconds ahead of me.
Because I got no advantages.
So, is he sliding you guys to 20? Is he sliding you 20 for Sunday nights? Is that what's happening? Somebody like that.
Let's not start telling the audience and or Comcast that I have any advantages in life. Because we all know. I do not. And this cheerleader is absolute.
I'm on a car crash. I'm not even at the cheerleader. I'm in a car crash still. You know what I mean? This is amazing.
Take him. Christ, she would cause a 5-car pileup. Jesus. H.
Christ.
Yeah, there's a lot of pileups in here. Just getting my first peekaboo.
No.
Pileups there.
Caleb. I hate Caleb Love so much.
Buddy Love, of course. Fade away 3 like it was a freaking layup.
Yeah, if we get top 3 pick, we're so back, right? Like I'm so back with Maxey, McCain in a top 3 pick. I'm feeling like good about my life, even though I owe Paul George a fucking $1 trillion for a few more years.
And one, sir.
Go up and dunk that, dude.
You know what I mean? I'm back. I feel like I'm getting another guy to go with Maxey.
It can make me overlook the fact that we have the 2 worst contracts in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those top 3 are game changers. Either way.
I think
Flag, Bailey, and Harper.
Top 4 are. And it could be 5 with Edgecombe, but he might take a little more time.
Edgecombe,
awesome. Trey Johnson is a Ray Allen type shooter.
Yeah,
Ray Allen type shooter. Trey Johnson,
like Allen Houston.
So crazy shooter.
Allen Houston.
I like Trey Johnson.
I love Allen Houston.
Edgecombe wasn't good in the tournament though, and that scares me a little bit.
He was good the first round.
I thought he was bad the first round.
You didn't watch the game then, because
I didn't watch the second half, so I'll give you that.
They won the second half because of him.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I didn't watch the second half. First half, he was abysmal.
Asterisk. I threw an asterisk in there, and it turned out to be right. Guy threw an asterisk in there.
He was. He's a great athlete.
What do
he
you
gets
know?
to the rim. He needs to work on his shot.
Yeah,
would be his
that's
thing.
for sure.
Pump. He doesn't have to
but
be
he's
6.
definitely probably the fifth
Oh
pick.
my God, Pump. I don't care. I don't care if he's 6'6" or taller. I need a stud.
Everybody in the top 3 is 6'6" or taller.
Yeah,
literally everyone we're mentioning. 6'6"
I got a guy at
taller.
6'4".
I wouldn't go. Dylan Harper is a guy I wouldn't take.
But
I feel like he's too comparable to the other two guards that we have. I feel like.
Still,
yeah, but the second pedigree guy is always the better one.
Nah, I don't know.
Either way, I'll take a 6'4".
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying to me, I would rather have Ace Bailey, Trey Johnson, or Edgecombe.
Yeah. I don't care about the size of the guy.
Or McNeely.
Holy fucking shit! I can give a shit. I can give a rat's ass about the size of the guy I'm getting. I need a stud. I don't care if he's 6'1", 6'4", 6'5", 6'7". I don't give a shit.
Seaberger keeps saying like, "Will you trade Maxey for John Morant?"
That's the guy that loves Ricky Kemp.
Yeah, I would trade Maxey for John Morant, but I also
the guns.
am nervous that John Morant's going to come over here with a gun, and then he get suspended for a year.
Yeah.
Dude, you're acting like we got like. So you take the best player available, Brian. That's what you do. I know we have Maxey, J-Mac. I didn't know we're calling him J-Mac now. And Grimes.
Yeah.
So we get another guard. Yeah.
He's TikTok. I thought he was TikTok.
No, that's illegal.
Oh,
can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Illegal. Can't do that. That's illegal.
I missed the dunk and just hung up.
He just tried to do like a globetrotter move.
For a snack. He snacked it
up. Tom, wait till you see this, Tommy.
Because we know Tommy hasn't gotten there yet.
No, hasn't gotten there. Nope, I'm dribbling it still.
Oh my
God! This is unbelievable. These guys had it 25 minutes ago.
For a snack.
Oh my God, wide open.
And then he's hanging for a snack.
The back end.
Who's that? J.R. Ryder?
No.
Who's that? J.R. Ryder in the dunk contest?
Is that Mac McClung? Is that
Mac?
Oh my God!
Tell me that the coach is asking why I can't do that. Tommy, you can't be serious, can you?
Tommy
called him over like, wait, you can't do that? No, you can't do that.
This guy knows. He's like, he dunked it.
Yeah, Tommy, sit down, Tommy. What the fuck are you doing?
That guy's torn down a rim or two in his life. All right, Tommy. Not Tom Arno. The coach.
Yeah, Tommy Lloyd. That's great. Classic. J-Mac. Oh, it's a T. Oh, we love it. Oh, it's a T. Hit him up. We love it.
It's a T-bone. And now it's only one? I mean, it's not two anymore?
No, T's just one.
Oh, this is incredible. I got to go to the rules committee. The fucking committee is continuing to fucking shaft me.
Yeah, T for that, though? Like, that was the quickest T ever. What are we
Can't hang on the rim. Hang on the rim's a T.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Hilarious.
He said Grimes. Now when everybody's out, Grimes has a few 40-point games, and now he's in the mix. Now he's in the mix.
Please knock it off with the Grimes.
Now he's in the mix.
I'm so is Grimes a solid depth guy? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like Grimes is a solid depth guy. I'll give everyone that, right? But you guys realize teams score 125 points a game. Someone's got to score the ball. All right. Stop telling me that Quentin. I'm hearing from multiple people like, I think Quentin Grimes is really good. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That guy just ripped the house down. Oh my God. Look out below.
Grimes is a solid rotational piece. That's it. He's nothing more than that.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, when we got him, I said, I like this kid. He can play a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly what you should say about him. He can play a little bit. You should never mention with him and Maxey in the same sentence. And I'm not even sure how good Maxey is. He can really score. Plays no defense. Everyone bullies him. And he needs to get stronger.
Quit those New Balance commercials. Get in the weight room, son.
We're not going to count that? Okay.
Hey, that's got to be goaltending, no?
They counted it.
Guy
It does worry me that Cooper Flagg is wearing New Balance, by the way. It does worry me.
Preston.
No, I mean Shohei's wearing New Balance. Is that like the new thing? Is New Balance hot now or something?
I guess they just got money.
That was
With baseball, you can wear I wear New Balance turfs in baseball because they're light, they're comfy.
Oh, they're awesome, and they're $100 a pop.
They're not. Yeah, they're not bending you over.
Hiring all these guys. No, that's a lot of money.
I was going. That was cheap.
Jesus Christ.
Greg's like, they're not bending you over. Seriously, like, the fuck they talking?
They are.
I got bent over.
I need Greg money. I need Greg money. I gotta get Greg money.
Greg's like, $100 curves. That's not bad.
Greg, you guys hiring? I mean, NCIS, NCIF, NCIS, and
7 TVs, 7 TVs, 7 pairs of New Balance. Guy's doing well. Guys doing
mid-afternoon snacks and NCIS and brand new Balances on.
Yeah.
No socks. Fucking no shows. No shows. No shows.
No socks.
Chilling. Just absolutely living your best life, Craig. I love it. Bro.
Trying to.
Good for you.
I don't know how well it's going, but we're trying.
Nobody needs to know. Just keep living it.
We're giving it the old college try.
That's it.
I'll tell you, Greg. You want to?
So doing the college talk.
Did a round of golf Wednesday. My dad and my uncle.
Yeah.
47 on the front. Felt real good.
Then you made the turn.
Broke my best club in my bag on the 8th hole. No bullshit. 3-iron. Broke it. The ball went far too, and so did the head of the club. And after that, I wilted. 56 on the back. 56 on the back. Fucking kill me.
I feel you.
103, not a bad
and
day.
I need a 3-iron. And I need a 3-iron now.
103.
Just get a hybrid.
A lot of judgment in here. 103. I mean, that's like a good day.
No.
Judgment zone.
I went in.
I didn't realize it was in the company of Freddie Couples. That's nice.
I went in
hoping for me.
I went in hoping to shoot right. Like, can I break 100 right before? But once I had a 47 on the front, I was like, whoa.
I'd ski pull 2 midgets to shoot 102.
Well, you're probably like, there's no shot I don't hit 100, right?
No,
we were like Phillies talk. Like, there's no way I don't get 100 wins. Yeah. 100 wins would be a bad season. Hey, we didn't get to 100 wins.
I was Phillies talk. You're correct. That's where I was. Right down the shitter.
I had a terrible back nine.
I found out that I can't hit a 4-iron. I found that out
on Tuesday as well. I didn't start drinking though. I should have started drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning when we made the turn. Would have made at least a
Was it a new club? Was it an old club, Wills?
We tee off at 7.
I mean, it's an old club, but still, I had no inkling that it was in any sort of bad shape.
Yeah, we tee off at 7.
Must be nice, Greg.
Yeah.
7 to 8 tee time.
Rebound.
Wow.
Right as the sun's coming up.
Rebound.
Right as the sun's coming up. First few shots are kind of dark.
we teed off at 12:25, I think.
Yeah,
we moved.
That's
there was
good.
no one there really.
That's good.
Wedgwood. It was very, very empty.
That's the one in Blackwood, right?
Washington Township.
Yeah, I hate that course.
It's all right.
I hate the carts. I hate the GPS carts.
Dude,
they're the worst carts
in
the world.
I think
turned off on me like 3 times.
Yeah, they're worst carts in the world.
Like, I'm not off the fuck. Leave me alone.
I'm on a golf course. Like, if we can't be on the golf course, then we shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, I'm right with you on that. I hate it. Multiple times, it's like you are off the course. Like,
I gotta be able to go.
Course.
Yeah, I gotta be able to go off-roading. I don't know. I'm not sure what you guys expect. It's not going to be straight fairways.
It's going to be a miracle for Oregon to cover this game.
Oh,
absolute miracle.
7, 8,
4.5. 4.5.
That's fine.
It's 7, 8. I'd love 7 or 8 right now.
Oh my God! Again, back to the midgets. I digress. I got a whole thing of lube over here. I got a money line.
Only thing I can hope is that Caleb just hurt himself when he dove into
I got money line like a fucking genius. Like I discovered plutonium. Hey, I got Oregon here.
21-4 looked great.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Cracking
Oh
Miller
my
Lite.
God, make a
No,
layup.
they can't. They can't. They fail to make layups. St. Mary's was the same thing. First half, you wonder how you get blown out. St. Mary's missed 7 puppies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They would have had the lead at half. But just make 4 of them. And you got a ball game.
You watch Duke play and you're like, can anyone beat this team?
I know. I mean, Proctor today.
They're unreal, dude. Like
They're
besides
good.
their size and their defense, like Tyrese Proctor hits every open shot.
Yeah.
And if not, Malawatch and Cooper Flag get the rebounds. Like, and Con Knippel's awesome. Another guy, by the way, if we're sitting 6, you can Con Knippel me up.
I'm hoping that was Florida's scare too. Every once in a while, you get a nice little scare in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that
I was
UConn would
hoping
play
they
them
pulled
tough.
off
I
the
didn't think
deal.
UConn had a good shot to beat them.
Oh yeah,
It
absolutely.
wasn't for what's it called? That the one kid's awesome.
They went 5 minutes without scoring.
Yeah. You can't do that.
No.
I can't even think of his
Not when you're upset hunting, right? Not when you're upset hunting.
Yeah, absolutely.
The point guard, the All-American. He was spectacular. He had 3
Clayton
shots.
Jr.
Clayton
Yeah.
was awesome. Clayton.
He was
Yeah.
great.
Another
missed layup. This is unreal.
After another 3.
It stays. Okay, it stays. Whew. Jesus Lord.
They have Tankathon has him going pick 58 in the
Who?
draft. Walter Clayton Jr.
Yeah, he's tiny, but he's good. He can run.
6'3".
That's kind of tiny.
Yeah. I take him over KJ Lewis, though.
It's not tiny for life. It's tiny for NBA.
It's NBA time. Yeah.
Second to last pick in the draft. That's where Tankathon has him.
I don't think is KJ Lewis even KJ Lewis. I mean, just tore his Achilles, correct? Is that the same
Yeah,
guy? No, is that a different guy? He's
Kid from Arizona. He's probably playing right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's a different guy. I was gonna KJ Adams. KJ Adams tore his Achilles.
This draft has us getting
Yeah.
Cooper
Is
Flag.
this big dude about to shoot us? Okay, I was gonna say.
Right, Cooper Flag 1, and then they have us
God, he
getting-
should have shot it.
in the second round. They have us getting Ian Jackson, the guard from
Oh my God.
freshman guard from North Carolina. So we get a little.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that. Listen,
We
Cooper Flag.
don't need any more guards.
You don't need anything else after
We
Cooper
don't
Flag.
need any more guards.
Yeah.
It's a Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag were great.
We're delicious.
Cooper Flag.
We're great.
going
Whites
up,
are back.
only one going up for it. Cooper Flag, only one coming down with it. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah, Cooper hates me.
I just don't see how I've watched a ton of
I think
college
Trey
basketball this
Johnson,
year.
too.
I don't see how Duke can lose. Like they're gonna need to play a C game and not hit shots and have a team play an A game against them for them to lose.
Yeah.
And Houston's really good, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama's
you
really
want-
good, but
Why would you, real quick, why would you not want the Sixers to, and where the NBA sort of failing a little bit, where they need a little bit of a comeback?
oh no, I'm right with you, Tom.
Why would you-
I'm
why would they
thinking
not
we're gonna
want-
get to 1? I'm
why
my
would they
head set
not-
on 1.
Why would they not want a top market to land that? Like somebody
They
said
do.
Utah. Like Don said, watch Utah. Like, why would they not want
No, they don't want
a
Utah
Sixers
to.
market, a Philadelphia market to not have that type of hoopla behind it? Like, why? Like, I don't know why you want
They
it.
hate us.
Like, especially in the East where you have Boston. We have a chance to like really capitalize on one of the biggest rivalries that help create your sport.
We would probably trade it. We would probably trade it to the Celtics, and then they would take Cooper Flag.
And we would get Horford.
We would take Dylan Harper. He'd
We
stink.
would get Horford.
We'd
Yeah.
take- we'd take him.
Yeah, AI would say trade the pick, get more picks for value.
Yeah.
Exactly. We would have the 1 pick, call the Celtics, say, we'll trade you 1 for 3. You know, you take Flag, we'll take Harper. What the fuck does happen? Huh?
Yeah, we like Ron.
What?
I mean,
Just
you know,
happened.
Ron called us earlier. He thinks we should take Dylan. You know, done deal.
Dunk that. Oh my god.
But I think listen, they got a chance to get it, or at least the top
I
five.
mean,
Like I said, I'll pick Trey Johnson. I'll leave happy.
yeah, me too.
Even there, I would
Real
leave the
best
draft.
shooter in the
like, feeling good.
draft.
Yeah, like I like to stroke it, and then they're not going to.
So do I.
Yeah, might cut out here in a couple. You know what I mean? But because I know, like we talked about the other night, Greg. I know they're probably not going to deal Embiid because until they figure that out, they can't. But Paul George, they have to deal.
Yeah,
that's not even up for debate.
They got to get off that.
So
I
give
know
me
you used to mess
shooters.
around about this, but like I won't say it.
Give me another player.
If we
and
can't
maybe,
trade him, we might need somebody to kill him.
We'll kill him, or do you just hope one day he's healthy around these kids who can play or
healthy.
healthy-ish? And if he never is, who cares?
Podcast P, he ain't gonna be healthy.
No, I'm not talking about George. I'm talking about
Joel.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be able to trade him.
Who?
So if you don't trade him, you just go play with Flag. And if he's ever healthy, cool. If he's ever healthy, come have a seat with us. We'll love to have you.
Come on, knock on my door.
If you're never healthy,
just get whatever operations needed and sit as long as it possibly need to until you can actually be on the court. Because
give me Cooper
we
Flag.
can't have any more of this. I play and then I don't play for 7 days and then I play and then I'm all slug on the court. I can't have it. I can't have it.
Just give me the one pick and then we don't
play against the Bulls, but not the Cavaliers. Yeah, I can't have it. Can't have it. Can't have it. Sorry.
No, he doesn't pass the ball. Trey Johnson.
Jesus Christ.
If you don't miss.
I mean, he's a shooter. And he was on Texas. He didn't need to pass the ball. I haven't seen much of Texas play, but
I'm saying, Bob, if you don't miss, shoot it.
They ain't very good.
Michael Beasley.
They have Aluma and him.
Michael Beasley
was
the big lefty. The
big lefty.
I think there's a few Michael Beasleys, and I take them all.
Yeah, Kansas State. He was a bucket.
Yeah, the big lefty wasn't.
He was
We're talking about Beasley on.
He was a moose.
Michael Beasley was a bucket.
Malik Beasley. If he means Malik Beasley, he's a shooter from the Pistons, right?
Yeah.
Michael Beasley was a
left-handed beast. Oh yeah, he was a bucket. He was
a
shooter. This guy's Trey Johnson's.
Trey Johnson's a shooter.
Allen Houston type.
Michael Beasley was a scorer. He wasn't really a shooter.
Yeah.
No.
But he was awesome at Kansas State.
Yeah, of course.
Facts don't matter tonight for Pump. You know what I mean?
They usually never do for him.
No, you guys want to get in the crumbs?
Yeah, a little anti-Crumb to start. Roger, I think it was Roger Ayers, the referee in the Liberty game. I mean, obviously,
Liberty was cool.
Liberty was a disgrace, but awesome move by him. Class act. Pretended there was a spillage to get 48 seconds to get the get the kid in. So that was an awesome move in an otherwise meaningless game.
Terrible game.
I got another one. It's not an anti-Crumb, but just prayers up to Brett Gardner and the Gardner family. The youngest son died. Just brutal. Absolutely. I don't want to speculate on what it is. I don't care. It's just absolutely brutal, devastating loss.
Yeah, they got sick. I don't know where they were.
Yeah, on vacation, I heard. Yeah,
it's terrible.
Yeah, well, she beat
I love
the punch.
As much as we hate the Yankees, I did love Brett Gardner. I thought he played the game right and hard. And
and just as a human, that's all.
Oh yeah. No, I just mean I was just saying for the baseball side, I always liked Brett. For some reason, I always liked Brett Gardner. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I hate the Yankees.
Yeah, I hate the Yankees and always liked them.
Yeah.
Another missed free throw. Yeah, that's awful. Absolutely.
Yeah, 14-year-old kid. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane to even think about. It's insane.
I'll go first, Crumbs. I mean, listen, I love this time of year. I take off this week every year. I love the NCAA tournament. The referees are the Crumbs. I can't. It's not.
I thought you were going another way. Good.
It's not even the refs on the court. We take a year and a half for simple. We can see whose hand it's off of. Everyone can see. How are we still reviewing for 4 minutes? What is happening at the end of these games where we're reviewing everything? What is going on?
Yeah.
The tournament hasn't even been great this year. At least the first 2 rounds were weak, but now I feel like, when the first 2 rounds are weak, there's just not a lot of upsets. Then you get better games later on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the best teams are still in. So
yeah, that's what I just said.
So it's kind of give or take.
Because like I said, we were sweating out Maryland, And we both said we could feel it in our groins that Colorado State was going to hit a 3. You know what I mean? And I was like, dude, there hasn't been a buzzer beater in a tournament yet. You know, so that was with 3 seconds. It wasn't quite a buzzer beater. And then obviously Queen hit the buzzer beater. But yeah, I thought the same thing. But yeah, the refereeing in that St. John's game. I mean, St. John's couldn't throw it in the ocean, but
no,
there was like, I think there was like 70 fouls called in that game. Like it was
crazy,
awful.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is NILs are starting to show up already. Come tournament.
Well, yeah, big time. Well, I mean, that's why SEC is so good. They had the most money.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just very simple. Everyone's like, why is the ACC down? Well, because all the guys, the ACC didn't get any of the NIL guys. All the SEC got all of them, or the Big 12. I mean, how much money does BYU have? I guess the Mormons are flowing in money because they just gave out the biggest NIL. And
they don't even have one of their best players. He's on a mission right now.
But I'm saying they gave out the biggest NIL ever to the incoming quarterback, $7 million, biggest one yet. And so they're obviously going to be good in football. And if you haven't watched them, by the way, that's the game to watch Thursday. Alabama BYU is going to be a banger because both of them score at will.
Yeah.
My Crumb's Bob Nightingale. Yeah, he threw Bryce Harper's name in when he meant Bryce Miller, who was a writer. But he put Bryce Harper, blah, 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 passed away. So I'll go Bob Nightingale.
Oh, good one, Bob.
That's weird.
Yeah. Stay hot, Bob.
What a moron. Wasn't he the moron that got the
what did he say?
The Bryce Harper to Philly wrong or like timing wise or something? I've seen Bob Nightingale's name all over.
He's done it.
Sporting news guy, I think. Yeah,
he's in his first rodeo.
Yeah, he's been around the block.
But he just said Bryce Harper instead of Bryce Miller.
Yeah,
passed away. Blah blah blah. And he went into what the guy was about, but he just got the name wrong. So people just panicked. When if you just would have read another 2 seconds, you would have realized it wasn't that Bryce Harper. But still, it still put people in a little bit of a panic. So. Sure. Stay out, Bob.
Is this the Bryce Miller from the Mariners?
No, Bryce Miller. He's a writer.
No, it's an older writer. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that would be
Greg's
par for the course because he's on my fantasy team. He was a keeper, so just keep that rolling, right?
I was gonna say, it better not be Greg because I just drafted him tonight. So if you guys took a dead guy.
Yeah, if you guys have guys dying around you, I'm out tonight.
Yeah. Yo. Homer Simpson.
Yeah, the Homer meme. My Crumb's going to land where we go so often, back on the NCAA. I mean, just all over. We just mentioned how the tournament hasn't been great. I think the NIL has to play into that, right? There's no you're gonna have no more. Do you have kids at a mid-major stick around? Right, you might have somebody in a year, but then they get bought out. Right, they get brought to another team because they got more money. The calendar for the NCAA's got to change with the portal and the ability to transfer. I mean, the portal's open right now. We got kids entering the portal 15 minutes after their team loses, and we go through it every year with the coaching carousel too. Right, I mean, like guys are coaching games against, knowing they're going to another school and realizing that they're probably bringing half the roster with them.
Well, it's what everybody wanted. Everybody complained that, players don't get paid. They deserve to get paid.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah. I mean, something's got to change. I mean, at minimum, the calendar's got to change, right? I mean, we saw it in football.
They're going to change, Greg. They're gonna make it so it's less days where you have to do your decision of when you can transfer.
We saw it in football, right? Like not Trace McSorley, but the kid from Penn State. I'm blanking on his name. Bo Prabula. He couldn't play in the playoffs because he had to transfer in order to get to another team. And it's just like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like Gino Auriemma said, if we're going to pay the players, then let's pay the players and let's stop the charade of it being, college athletics. Right?
I'll tell you one thing.
It's just now a minor league.
I'm also sick of the commercials like telling everyone to stop criticizing,
Stop harassing players.
college student athletes. Well, guess what? I would have agreed to that before, but now they all get paid, so I'll criticize all day. Okay, that's facts. I used to always say criticize the coaches and not the players, but guess what? They're all getting paid now.
Yeah, you were collegiate athletes before that. Now you're pros.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, I agree. I'll land on Rick Pitino. I mean, not for and I like. Let me preface that with Rick. I'll land on Rick. Listen, teams lose, teams get upset all the time. Arkansas is an SEC team. They're a good squad. All right. I don't care if he's 3 for 17 or not. You can't sit the Big East Player of the Year the last 5 minutes of the game. I don't care. R.J. Lewis, I think that's his name. Right?
Yes, you're correct. Yeah. It is a lot of conspiracy theorists.
R.J. Lewis.
They did that so he'll come back.
Yeah, there had to be something to it, and obviously he's acting like you've thrown your players under the bus before, so don't act like that's not something new, Rick. What I mean? He was like, why, Greg, why you asking me that question?
Yeah,
you know why he's not in the game. Okay, that's a leading question. No, I'm not leading shit, bro. The guy's the big East Player of the Year.
You're the one that sat him.
I'm well aware that he's 3 for 17. Right, that doesn't mean he can't find a way to get to the hole. He can't, he can't. Come on, dude. Like the rest of your team takes a cue from that guy. He's obviously the leader of your basketball team.
And you're also 2 of 27 from 3, so it's not like anybody's hitting a shot.
Yeah,
and your other best players fouled out. So
yeah,
absolutely
overcoaching because his body language was bad. So he rips him from the game too.
Yeah.
But like time and place too, I guess. Time and place for the coaching moment.
I love the punch Caleb Love. I hate Caleb Love.
Yeah, so do I. He's another guy's been in college for 22 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like he flexes every time. Like I don't care.
Oh, have you guys seen the RJ Davis clip online? He's doing a commercial, right? Or doing an ad read. He's like, RJ Davis, the one and only. I'm like, you're the one and only what? What are you the one and only on, RJ Davis?
6-year player at UNC.
One and only guy that hasn't won anything at UNC? I'm like, what the hell? And I'm thankful we don't have to see that manager from McNeese ever again, or at least until they're good at NC State. Annoyed the hell out of me.
Greg's not an Amir Khan guy.
No, definitely not a Amir or a Khan guy. I don't mind it, right? Get your bag, right? If that's your thing, go ahead, whatever. But when the story of the team is about the manager and not the team, that's where I draw the line.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Clemson could make a shot in the first half, they would never won a game. So,
yeah,
Clemson killed me, fuckers.
Wow, listen, great crumbs. Let's go, Phils.
Phils.
Don't have to deal with watching the Flyers and Sixers lose. Not that we're watching it, but getting alerts.
Yeah, I mean, they both stink bad.
Yeah, getting alerts that they lost at least. So
we need 11 more losses, 11 more alerts from the Sixers, 10 more alerts.
Is that how many games left?
Keep the Flyers alerts rolling in too.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Keep losing.
I'm not going to say it. Carter Hart really fucked us. We can't save a puck. The game starts. It's 2-0.
That's what got him in trouble. That's what got him in trouble. Well, Jesus Christ. All right, Jesus Christ. My God.
Oh, yeah, I got
you. All right. Oh, so it wasn't just San Francisco that fucked my NIT parlay. Stanford lost.
Stanford lost by 1, right?
Yeah, they missed two layups.
Yeah, NIT parlay, it's awesome.
Oh yeah. I don't mix. I'm not a mix. I'm not a mix guy.
No, it's just like that you even went in to begin with. I just like that you went in and you had one to begin with. It's fantastic.
Almost took Incarnate Word this morning, so I hear you. I've been checking some NIT.
Incarnate Word.
Oh, God bless you. Yeah, look at this. All dogs. Holy shit. The NIT, what a beautiful racket.
I was going to say that the NIT is so tough because you don't know
6
if
games.
teams want to be there or not.
Yeah.
It's tough.
6 games,
Like
all dogies.
Like last week, the first round was it Monday or Tuesday? The first round, both huge favorites got upset by a ton. St. Bonaventure lost by 1 million. It's like some of these teams don't even want to be there, so you got to factor that in. Tough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm done with. I would never play St. Bonaventure ever again. I mean, Woj is the GM. I mean, they got a fucking GM. All right, that guy's a year's supply of Gold Bomb. All right, he's a fucking GM. Get the fuck out of here because he can tweet because his thumbs were cute. All right, I know he went there. So let's make this idiot a GM because he answered some tweets. Get out of here.
And one.
I know, right? Nope. Oh, they called it. All right.
I thought they were going to call it offensive. I'm not
You
going to lie.
windmilled the shit out of that. All right, take us out, Tom. I appreciate it.
You guys get out on
I'm
a
getting a
high
little
note.
cursy here. I'm getting a little cursy here at the end.
No, you guys get out on a high note. Windmill dunk. I'll see 25 minutes later.
They're going to miss the free throw. Don't worry.
Oh, wow. All right. It's been agree to disagree. Go Phils Thursday, baby.
Yes,
Let's
let's do it.
Let's get off to a good start. Nationals stink. Let's not make it look like they're any good.
I think they could be a little better.
All right, that's kind of
They stink. They stink as we're getting out of here.
He's probably got Dylan Cruz or something.
Yeah, because you build him up in the show. Well,
I got James Wood on fantasy. I needed to be a little guy.
Yeah, you build him up in the show.
I was about to hit the end button, and you had to say that. And feel in love again. I'll throw this laptop in the goddamn Pacific Ocean. Fuck
yeah.
Hit that, Selstead. God damn it. This is never going to hit.
No. Well, you got 4.5.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The fucking
Dane Altman don't look good when he's playing a real team. Play Liberty, and you look like a genius. Play a real team, you're not so good.
Oh yeah, another 3.
Walked right into that stat. Greg had to throw the stat out. Hey,
Caleb Love, last 10 points.
Oh shit! He is Nate all the time.
Well, Wilf brought it up last week, and I'm like, "Is this really happening?"
He's just
And then they threw the stat on the TV. I'm like,
he's relaying something he heard, right? You had to Google and go, this is factual. And then my dumb ass is like, oh, I'm going to bet him. Idiot.
I loaded up on him against Liberty, so that was nice.
Fall in love with a Greg Google. Fall in love with a Greg Google. This is what happens.
SJM. I love it. Love it, buddy. I wish I was an 8-year NIL guy.
Wish I was 1 year.
If they would have, if they would have
been fucking Oregon's ball.
If they would have paid me, I would have been an issue.
Hunter Dickinson stinks, and I love it.
I would have been sponsored by Natty Light and Southern Comfort back then.
Soko and Lime.
I can't even smell Soko.
Well, me neither. That's why I would have been sponsored by it. If I smell it now, I'll throw up all over the place.
I think it's the only shot that would get me to throw up.
Used to drink.
I used to love it.
Drink bottles of that, Wills. Bottles.
Wilson knows. I used to love it.
That was Tommy's go-to. Soko and Lime. That's off the Arizona guy, by the way.
We'll take 5 minutes to monitor this.
They're gonna look at it for the next hour.
Yeah, we'll be back next Sunday. It'll still be on there.
They'll still be on.
Oregon will still be losing.
21. I'm done seeing Gene Steratera's fucking face.
I know.
All right, cool, Gene. Get off the screen.
We're going to get off the screen, too. Love you all out there. We're out.